Mookie. Yo, it's time to finish this, bro.
Okay.
So far, this been amazing. This been good. You had your opinion. You feel like she playing victim. You feel like she telling the truth. Right. Me personally, y'all, I'm not gonna hold y'all. My opinion is, I feel like that she got did wrong in a lot of situations, and she letting it out. Right. I mean, I feel like, of course, she probably did wrong in some situations because, you know, all the situations that she went through, that it's not A1, but at the same time, I feel like in certain situations, people didn't teach her certain things, and she probably reacted the wrong way, but it still gave them no reason to treat her like that.
I get that, but she never mentioned that on this interview.
Yeah, man. When you, but at the end of the day, it's just like, it's some people that push buttons, like you said, that just completely did her wrong. Yeah. You feel me? And that's what that's the main part about the situation. I feel like certain things can be talked about, and certain things you just be like, yo, I can't even rock with you no more, yo. Right. That's what I feel. You feel me? Okay. So look, man, this is the third part of the interview, y'all. Mookie, let's finish this, bro.
Remember the first date for the Queens of Comedy. And I got a call from my agent. And she says to me, no more C&D promoters. You're in the big leagues now. Walter Latham wants you to be a part of the Queens of Comedy. Okay. Thank you. No problem.
Because he's the executive producer of the Kings of Comedy, correct?
Right. This going to be a blast.
Yeah.
The first check I got. Let me sip before I tell you.
I might better take me a sip, too.
My banker called me up and said, Monique, this check is no good. I said, excuse me?
The money jump funny?
Sip again. Damn it.
I might need a little something strong. Hold on.
Damn it, Shannon. The money's no good. I said, what you say? She said, Monique, this check is no good. So I immediately got on the phone with my agent. And I said, let me tell you something about C&D promoters. My money always good. Now I need you to get Walter Latham on the phone. Walter Latham, from here on out, I will only accept cash from you moving forward. You have 2 hours to get the money into my account. If not, take me off of the Queens of Comedy tour.
Look at Shad here.
Right?
He made it right.
Shad just standing like, like what happened?
Yeah, man.
Right. You saw me on a tour, didn't you?
Yeah.
And then one night, this is why.
Hold on, bro.
People could
see. Okay. It was a fake check, a blank check.
The check wasn't no good. The check ain't jumped right.
All right, holler at me. So okay, was it a mistake?
I don't know.
But
it shouldn't have been a mistake. That type of money that they dealing with, that type of executive producer, and no, it shouldn't have been a mistake.
But holler at me, Mookie, yo.
Money should have been good.
The level that Monique is on, y'all, the level that she on, I'm pretty sure that he knew she was going to call.
Of course.
I'm saying he was going.
It could have been a mistake.
That's how I feel. Now listen, it might be a Hollywood thing. They might be planning, but at the end of the day, bro, if it's not a mistake, she going to sue. Yeah. So it's either two things that's going to happen, my guy.
That's crazy.
So either way, Personally, I'm going to go with the mistake.
Right.
That's what I'm going with. Yeah, I'm going with the mistake, yo. Ain't no way.
To say that's a problem. If I tell you I'm going to pay you $50,000.25, what are you expecting?
$50,025.
So one night they tried to give me what was not all of it. I need all of it. I don't care if it's a little bit. It's mine.
Right.
And until you get it, my throat hurts. So they had to go. I get sick on them, Shannon.
Oh, you?
I feel a little.
Out of the weather?
Well, I performed that night because they had to go get my money.
Right.
Then they started selling shows off. Okay. So what that means is now you got different promoters coming in. We're women.
Right.
We are women. Okay, Samore had an assistant and I had an assistant, and both of our assistants were not the kind of men that was going to fight.
Right.
Okay, they might scratch you,
Right.
but they weren't gonna ball their fists up and do no guffing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're in a position now where we're trying to defend ourselves because now you walking up. I'm a promoter. Take pictures with my family. And we had no idea this was happening.
Right.
One night we were on the Kings and Queens,
Right.
right? And oh, how Bernie Mac is missed. Oh, how he's missed because he was a real one. Right?
Okay.
All the kings of comedy had limos, separate. Steve had one, Bernie had one, Cedric had one, DL had one, all of them. Then another limousine pull up and they say, "This is for the queens of comedy." I said, "I will not. I will not. You better pull up 4 separate limousines. You're going to treat us the same way you treated them." We helped sell out 44,000 people. That wasn't just the kings, it was the kings and the queens. So you will treat us accordingly.
Right.
All the kings got Rolex watches when it was over.
What y'all get?
I'm still waiting for mine. That's the treatment. So when people say, "Why won't y'all do the queens again?"
Hold up, yo, hit the button.
Go ahead, bro. Holla. I know you got something to say.
It's kind of like the difference between the NBA and the WNBA.
Comedy,
You know what I'm saying?
comedy different, bro.
Comedy is different, but now let me ask you something. Were people here more so to see the kings of comedy, or were they here more so to see the queens of comedy? Which act sold the most tickets?
Yeah, no, that's
I'm
a
going
fact.
to say the kings of comedy sold
Of
the most
course, you're gonna
tickets.
say the kings of comedy. I mean, most people say the kings of comedy, but you gotta understand the WNBA and the NBA, right? 99% of people probably want to see the NBA.
Right.
The percentage is different in comedy. People actually want to see females.
And I get that.
It's not. It's
But
like
you gotta tend to the people that made the most money. That's what I'm thinking.
yeah, but if you, bro, I get it. I get what she's saying because it's like, yo, if you bring us out here, you feel me? Things gotta be even, bro. It do. It don't gotta.
I mean, I get it, but
Cause listen, bro. The anything else is different. They paying these women to do the same thing that men is doing. Of course, they probably don't do it to the level. If they not doing it to the level of what they doing, then they need to let them women know what's going on.
Exactly.
If they not letting them know, and the woman just seeing that,
Yeah,
it's messed up.
Yeah, that's
You automatically gonna think. I remember one time, you know the dude Vontae, right?
Yeah.
The dude Ha Davis.
Yeah.
Now Ha Davis is real bigger than the dude Vontae. He another comedian in Baltimore, so they both went to
Davis from Baltimore here?
Nah, I'm Vontae from
Vontae
Baltimore. The dude Davis went to a club, and he got let in real good. He got treated real good. They treated Vontae basically like nothing compared to Davis. So they like, yo, you ain't on a big scale like yo.
Yeah.
They gave him Fruity Pebbles, but they ain't let Vontae know how they was gonna. You feel me? So but they offer him a spot in the club.
Yeah.
So what I'm basically
Probably a
saying,
spot just to open up for Davis or something like
but even still, what I'm basically saying, y'all, long story short, I'm sorry for going so long with this. Bro, if you paying people and it's all together collectively and they doing their part,
I'm listening.
if they doing their part, bro, I'm not saying that all of them deserve rollies, you feel me? Because that's tough, but at the end of the day, you gotta make it to where as though it's even for women in some type of way.
I got it.
Hey, they got rollies. What's a wash down under rollies that the females can get?
I would say Audemars, but that's up there with Rolex.
Something that females can
Can't
get,
get
bro.
a Frank Mueller, because
You
that's
feel
up
me?
there with Rolex.
That's what I think, bro. I don't know.
Get him a Citizen.
Yeah, that's something you can get. You gotta get them something. You feel Rolly and Citizen. That's like that. Don't trip me.
It was a moment in time, and it was a beautiful moment in time, and some things should be left where they were.
Wow.
Shan-
This is what I want to get
Shan
to.
don't
I
know
want
what
you to
say.
get to it.
A lot of this happened with the movie Precious. That's the movie that made Monique a star among stars. She shined the brightest because you played that role. Nobody else could have did that role justice, Mo.
Thank you, baby.
Nobody. You played it, and I remember walking out the movie, and I called my sister. I said, she gonna win the Academy Award for that role. I said, it's almost like she was born to play that role. Now, correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
Okay, you shoot a movie.
Yes.
The movie wrap. You might have to come back and do some voiceover, some touch-up work here or there.
Yes.
That's already scripted into the contract. Now, the promotion aspect of the contract. What were you contracted to do? Because that seems to be where the conflict seems to come in.
Yes.
Because you like, okay, so tell the people that's going to watch this and listen to this, what was Monique contractually obligated to do as far as the promotional
That's what you want to hear right here. This is exactly what you want to hear.
aspect of Precious?
I was contractually obligated to promote the movie Precious under Lee Daniels Productions.
Okay.
I promoted Precious under Lee Daniels Productions. I did Oprah, I did magazines, I did TV shows, I did all of the promotions I was contractually obligated to do.
Okay.
That was it.
That was it.
I'm done with it.
Done.
Okay?
Done.
Now Precious is going to Cannes, right?
Mm-hmm.
At the time, I have the Monique Show.
Mm-hmm.
I am on the Spread the Love tour. I have toddler babies. And I'm also a wife.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? The Monique Show is like down for maybe a couple days, a week or so.
Right.
I got some days off on the tour. I'm going to relax with my family.
Right.
Because once they sold the movie,
Right.
you didn't sell me,
Right.
Whoopi Goldberg. See, Whoopi Goldberg said I could have schooled you and told you what was expected when I didn't promote and go overseas. And you know how you just looked up and looked away?
Yeah.
Whoopi Goldberg, what you were saying to me, I could have schooled you and told you, you go in that house and let them have their way with you.
Right.
And I'll be here when you come back.
Mm-hmm.
So after I'm done with my promotions, Lionsgate reaches out to my husband.
Mm-hmm.
Initially, they think they're talking to my attorney, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they say, we want Monique to come to Cannes. She promoted so well in the United States. We want her to go international and promote the movie and do Cannes.
Okay.
I tell my husband, please let them know I respect.
Cannes is Canada, right?
It should be, yeah.
I don't know. Let us know in the comment section. Yeah.
She said
Respectfully
overseas.
decline. I appreciate it, but I respectfully decline. I'm gonna spend some time at home.
Right.
Lionsgate calls back. We really would like for Monique to come to Cannes promote this movie. Please let.
I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, I probably would have did it, bro.
She got to. A big movie like that.
Yeah, I probably.
You got a big movie like that. You gotta go to the ceiling, and I know what she's dealing with, bro. The thing about it is, bro, it's
Hang with
such
your family, but this is your career too. You know.
and it's such a great movie. You feel me?
Nobody thought it was gonna be a great movie, but
Right.
it exploded.
So since it's a great movie, you gotta get everything you can out of it, family. You feel me?
Let them know I respectfully decline. I'm gonna spend time with my family. Lionsgate calls back and says, what is it gonna take for us to get Monique to come to Cannes? We'll give her another week in France. We'll upgrade her room. My husband said, is there a dollar amount attached to what you're asking for? Oh, we will never pay anyone to promote a film. Never. He said, we understand. And we're never going to work for free. Right. You're asking her to do something that she's not obligated to do.
Correct.
Well, what is this the attorney? He said, actually, I'm her manager and her husband. Now we can put it on the husband's being difficult. Right? Okay. So I don't owe anybody anything. That's why I was never sued. Now we go to the Hoodie Awards. Tyler Perry is there. Okay. Tyler Perry calls me in his room. Now, when I go into Tyler Perry's room, his staff is in there. Now, you ready to holler laughing?
Yes.
Okay, I take my security in there with me because I always want to have somebody with me.
Right.
Right? Tyler Perry does this. And the people scattered. They all left out the room. I said, look at this shit right here. You saw me. And they all scattered.
That wasn't the lights, that's for the people. You know, lights on?
Lights off, because they got their asses up out of here,
Okay.
So at the time, my security looked at me. I said, you don't work for Tyler Perry. You could.
Touche.
So Tyler Perry says to me, listen, Monique, we really need you to, promote this film, because if you get nominated for the Oscar, your next movie.
I thought it was a Lee Daniels movie. It was a Tyler Perry movie too.
I mean, they all probably had their hands in it.
Right.
Movie's going to be $3 to $5 million. If you win it, your next movie is $6 to $8 million. I said, Tyler Perry, who you talking to? I'm a black woman. When they gonna pay that kind of money? No, I'm telling you, that's what it is. And if you just go and promote it, I said, listen, brother, you can pay me to promote it. Because at the time, now him and Oprah are producers on the film.
Right.
I said, you can pay me to do it. I don't care where the check come from, but y'all just gotta pay me to do it. He said, I'm not in the habit of giving out money for free. I said, and I'm not in the habit of working for free. But you gave T.D. Jakes a check for $1 million, but that's another story, and I'm back. So when he then says that, it's like, listen, we both mutually agree. You don't give out free money, I don't work for free.
Service.
We hugged, Shannon. When we were done talking, we hugged. Do you hear me?
Yes.
We hugged.
So both of them wasn't benefiting nothing from it?
Huh?
Both of them wasn't benefiting nothing from it?
No.
No, I'm saying like it wasn't beneficial to her
Yes.
to go promote the movie for free.
And
it wasn't beneficial to him to pay
her.
her to promote the movie. Like
Yeah.
both of them not getting nothing in return.
I mean, it's more so if she went to promote the movie,
Yeah.
he would have gotten something in return, because you know what I'm saying. One of the biggest stars did go overseas to promote the movie,
Right.
But she like, look, until I get a check,
Right.
to do this outside of my contractual obligations,
Right.
I'm not doing anything.
So basically one of them need them to do something for free.
Yeah, basically, yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, that's crazy. Come on, they should have just came to a neutral agreement.
Yeah.
Like brother and sister, like it's cool, he understand.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
Oprah Winfrey calls my husband. I want y'all to take your time, because I'm getting ready to go into
Yeah,
many
that's
people
your camera
call
right
it.
Yeah, because the
Problem,
people at
bro.
home, they sitting there like, Monique, what happened? Bitch, I'm getting ready to tell you. She calls my husband.
Okay.
My husband explains to her what's going on. She says, there have been times I've had to draw the line in the sand. So my husband said, well, what is different between you and Monique? You've got to draw the line, and you're saying when you know they're asking you for too much. She said, you're absolutely right, and I understand your position. You're right in the position you're taking. So when you're looking at me saying, well, what happened? I'm telling you what happened.
But, okay, she's saying that privately, but did she voice that
privately.
publicly?
Did you hear her say it?
No.
Did you hear her say it? JT, did you hear her say it?
No.
Zach, did you hear her say it, Zach? Regina, did you hear her? Tommy? No one seemed to hear that publicly. She said that privately. Now, when she said that, see, everything we're saying to you, it can be proven. She had him on speakerphone. And that when she was talking to him, in that room was a man named Reggie Wells, who just passed, who used to be Oprah Winfrey's makeup artist, who he had a conversation with me and my husband. Now, for you babies that's good with the little internet, we had a show on called Monique and Sydney Finding a Way to Be Unoffended. Finding a Way to Be Unoffended. Reggie Wells is on that show speaking about Oprah Winfrey. Reggie Wells said, Monique, I was there that day. He said, and when y'all got off the phone, I looked at her and said, why don't you just pay this woman the money? She deserves it. And she looked at him and said, I won't be paying her nothing. And he said, that's not right, and you know it's not right. Now, that man shared that on that show. So I'm not saying nothing that hasn't been shared. So you have people that will say things in private, but won't do it publicly. I'm the person that I will say it in private, and I'm going to say it publicly, because that's the only way we make it right.
But you don't need somebody to talk good to your face. You need somebody to talk good behind your back. So if you telling me what a great person I am in my face, but you telling me I'm dog poop behind my back, what good is that, Mo?
What does that make those kind of people, Shannon?
That's
sound like sound like Hollywood.
That's Hollywood. Baby.
Yeah, that
That's
sound like Hollywood.
world,
Like,
baby.
like, it's so crazy because, I mean, it's a good thing that Monique's speaking up.
Right.
But it really just sounds like what goes on in Hollywood, bro.
Yeah, all the time.
What does it make those
That's
kind of
cowardly.
people? That is cowardly. See, here's what's this: when we have our juggernauts, Oprah Winfrey, Tyler Perry, Steve Harvey, Kevin Hart, these are our juggernauts of our community. These are the people that our babies say, when I grow up, I want to be that.
Yes.
I want to be like that. So we have to call those people to the mat and say, listen, what are you teaching our babies? You're feeding poison because you're showing them your private jet. I'm going to show you my mansion. I'm going to show you my fancy cars. But my character is shot and I'm bankrupt. I got a lot of money in my bank. It's more zeros than some of them than we can imagine. But their character, they are bankrupt. Those are bankrupt people. So everybody that Kat sat right here and told you about, I can't wait to see your next interviews with those people.
They ain't coming on now, Mo.
Invite them.
I have.
They not gonna do it.
Well, look, I've already done Steve. I have a relationship with Steve.
Do him again. Do him again. And I'm gonna say this.
I'm trying to get Oprah and Tyler though.
Baby, we got him. Y'all come on, stop playing.
They ain't coming on, Mo, thanks to you.
You know how.
Keep it a bang, Mookie.
Yes, sir.
Do you think one of them gonna come on?
I mean,
If they ain't saying stuff, if they not saying nothing,
I would come on.
I know you would.
I mean,
bro.
yeah.
Listen to me. Listen to me though. If they saying stuff in private to these people, man, you think they about to come on here and speak publicly, bro?
No.
Like for real, my honest question: do you think they're going to come on Shannon? And we not spreading no negativity.
After that, no, because they would have to defend themselves. It's probably a bunch of questions they just don't want to answer.
Right, and like how you say, when you press the buttons, what type of questions you want to answer?
Yeah, you answer the questions you want to answer. You don't answer the questions about Monique. You don't answer the questions about Cat Williams.
Right.
And Shannon gonna ask them those questions.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I don't know, bro.
This is a private entity. It's not like CBS or
And I don't want to
60
put you on the spot, but I'm going to say it because I appreciate you as a black man and what you're doing.
Thank you.
If you are my friend and someone says to me, Monique, Shannon Sharp wronged me, and you my friend,
Yeah.
I'm going to call my friend.
You gonna come to me.
And I'm going to say, hey, is what they saying true? And if you get to hemming and hawing, I'm going to tell you, till you fix it, you and I can't talk. Because if you'll do them that way, it'll be a matter of time before you do it to me. So if Steve Harvey is your friend, you call your friend up and you ask him, is what our sister saying right, man? Because if it is, we can't do that to her. If that's our sister. See, it took a transgender named T.S. Madison. It was a guy named Jamaica Carter. Jamaica Carter and I are mutual friends. Jamaica Carter and I are friends. T.S. Madison was a mutual friend. So Jamaica called me and said, would you mind doing T.S. Madison's show? I go do T.S. Madison's show. When I tell T.S. Madison, when the camera cuts, I said, listen, your friend is wrong. She said, Monique Lee Daniels is my friend. I said, then you need to call your friend and tell him to fix this shit. She said, I will. Within a couple of days, who did I get a call from? Lee Daniels. See, that's a friend. That's a true friend that's saying, I love you so much that I want to make sure that's not on your heart or your conscience. Let's fix it. Let's make it right. So when people ask Lee now, when we did the deliverance together, how was it to work with Monique? It was as if we had never parted ways because he fixed it. He owned it and he took accountability.
A lot of people feel some type of way about Shannon Sharp now too, bro.
They do. Oh yeah, yes indeed.
Like I read in the blogs how Steve Harvey feels some type of way. But why though?
Because they probably felt like you let this person come on there and slander my name.
But before Mookie, I told you, bro. I said, yo, Shannon Sharp is getting real big, but people gonna start feeling some type of way about yo.
I mean, you gonna feel some type of way about him, regardless. You feel what I'm saying?
But these is people that he already interviewed that's feeling some type of way about him, man.
But listen. He got to take everything at face value. If you invite a guest on his show and that guest just starts talking about other people, like Monique and Cat Williams, they really wasn't asked a whole bunch of questions about these people.
Right.
It was on their heart to talk about these people.
They came out like that for real.
That's not Shannon's fault. You
Nah,
feel
that's
what
a
I'm saying?
fact. That's a fact.
For it. I can't now keep you to the cross because you've owned it.
Right.
I've had to be forgiven.
Right.
So I appreciate that someone had grace and mercy with me. So I'm going to have that with other people when they take accountability for what they've done.
How much did you make for the role, Mary Impression?
I was paid $50,000.
That's it.
That's it. And I never complained because that's what I signed up for. It was an independent film.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So when my friend called me, and I'm going to quote him, he said, bitch, this one right here, he said, this shit is crazy. By the time I got to page 10, I called him back. I said, what the hell is this, Lee? He said, bitch, I know. He said, it's sick. After my husband and I read that script, he said, Mama, if you play this with no judgment, when he say action, don't judge the character, just become it. This is an award-winning.
Yes.
This is award-winning. So with all of that being said, I never complained about the $50,000.
Her manager or whoever, her husband should have put in the contract, I will take 50,000. But if this movie go beyond compensation, as you say, I need that money.
But somebody probably didn't do that.
No, I'm saying I feel like that's how the contract should have been. And excuse me, if the husband already saying if you become this role, it's award winning.
Yeah.
Then you already know.
Put a clause in there somewhere.
You already know.
$1,000. I did everything I was supposed to do. No, nothing. It is when they started asking me to become a slave. It is when Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey started asking me to work for free. It is when they started doing the bidding for whomever the gatekeeper was at the time to say, we can get her. Remember the scene in Sparkle? You ever seen Sparkle with Irene Cara?
Yeah.
And Philip Michael Thomas.
Yeah.
Remember when they was in the car because the Jew man was trying to get him to sign over that contract? And he kept shaking his head like, you will not get me to turn my back on this woman.
Right.
That's what this is. We ain't turning our back. My husband ain't turning his back. He ain't signing up for something he know ain't right.
Right.
And people have a problem with that. And we got to keep speaking on it, Shannon, because the next one's coming for real. I would hate for you to have to sit another sister in this chair and she tell you the same story.
So, considering you won the Oscar, normally when you win the Oscar, not saying you're going to win another or get Oscar-worthy scripts, but there's normally a run where you in, 2-3 films. Now, Monique, that 50,000 is 500 or 1 million or 2 million. You feel that you were blackballed from that point, and Monique did not make the money what she should have been compensated for future roles.
Let's tie it all back in.
Okay.
Okay? You have a man that says, I lied on you.
Yes.
I put a rumor out there on you.
Yeah.
And I said I was going to apologize. But then you have another man that comes back when I'm offered Empire and says, Mo, they said you're difficult to work with. You're going to be a problem. Where would they get that from?
Well, somebody that's as powerful as Tyler.
Okay? So now I'm scratched from that.
Yeah.
Right? Now when it comes to movies, I'm a difficult person to work with. Ain't nobody ever had a problem with me.
They never said, did anybody say that prior to Precious?
Yes. No, not prior to Precious.
Right.
I've never had a problem with nobody. As long as I was saying, yes, you good. The moment you start challenging, we got a problem.
What about the Parker? What about Moesha? Had anybody said anything prior about Monique's character prior to her not wanting to do international press, what she wasn't contractually obligated to do?
Never.
Prior to that, nobody said anything.
Never. The only person that could say anything that is a producer is a guy named Will Packer. I did a movie called Almost Christmas.
Right.
When Will Packer sat down with my husband and I, Shannon, every other word out his mouth was queen. You our queen and the queen and the queen and the queen. And we just want you to do a cameo. And here's what we're going to pay you. My husband said, Will, that does not cover Monique doing promotions. That covers none of that, brother. This is just for the cameo, okay?
Yeah.
The director was David Talbot. My husband and David Talbot were college roommates. They were across the hall from one another.
Right.
In the script, I was that quick because it's a cameo.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
So 99% of the things you heard Aunt May say, it was Monique, it was me ad-libbing.
Yeah.
Okay? Because it's a cameo.
Right.
When we had a meeting with Will Packer says, if you do this for me, I'll give you a 3-picture deal and a sitcom. Now we have all of this in writing. It's all in writing.
What were you needing to do? A press? You're gonna need to do press for it. You're gonna need to promote it, or just do the cameo.
Just do the cameo. Okay. That is what was agreed upon. We were going to do a cameo for the amount of money that he said they were going to pay. No problem. Well, what they did was they kept spreading it out. They kept spreading this character out. We want you in this scene and that scene and this scene.
But there ain't no cameo. Cameo is okay.
Okay. David Talbot is our friend. We don't want to make this bad for David Talbot, so we said, okay, no problem. Now let's talk about the treatment. While we're on that set of Almost Christmas, there were a few things that was happening that I took issue with. Will Packer is a producer. He came on that set and tried to give us a direction while the director was standing right there. I said, Will Packer, I will not allow you to do that. You would never do that to Steven Spielberg. You would never do that to a white director. You as a producer going to just walk in and give a direction, so I will not take direction from you. If you have something you want to give to me, you give it to the director. And you have the director to give it to me. You are disrespectful to him. Now, I had a meeting in David Talbot's trailer with Will Packer, David Talbot, and the first AD because they were being disrespectful to this black man. And I was not going to allow that to happen. Okay. I had a conversation with the first AD and I pulled him outside. I said, listen, brother, when it's your turn, I won't let nobody do it to you. But what I'm not going to do is stand by and watch you give a direction after the director gives us a direction. It confuses the cast and it's disrespectful. Yeah. And to that black man's credit, his eyes filled up with water and he said, I appreciate you for having this conversation with me. Okay? So Will Packer and I are now at odds because I'm seeing how this brother's acting. I'm in my trailer. My assistant at the time, her name was Robin, right? Robin is in her 50s. She's in my trailer with her shoes off. She's on the computer. Will Packer's friend, or I'm not sure what title to give her, okay? She comes into the trailer. Now, in this trailer, it is me, my hairstylist, makeup artist, and my assistant. This young lady who we're all old enough to be her mother. She comes and looks at my assistant and said, what's your shoes doing off?
You in your trailer, why do you care?
I said, excuse me, you're out of order. You don't come in here questioning nobody in my trailer. Right. As a matter of fact, and her energy was not that of, I'm playing. It was, I said, as a matter of fact, I need you to go get Will. Because I'm not even going to have this conversation with you. I'm going to talk to your boss. When Will Packer comes into that trailer for us to talk, do you know what that man says to me and my hairstylist and my makeup artist and my assistant? I am the head nigga in charge. Everything stops with me. I said, well, I want to let you know this, Will. You're going to hear that you're the head nigga in charge from me as many times as I can tell people that's what you said. I said, and furthermore, you need to check your assistant. Because this is my space. We weren't in your trailer with our shoes off. We're in my space with our shoes off.
But why would he come to you with that type of energy? What led him to say that when all you ask his assistant?
What you laughing at, bro?
Hey, her husband need to be in that trailer that time. Hold on, brother.
He ball you up in here, man.
You out of pocket.
Relax now.
You think
dead nigga? You gonna be a dead nigga if you.
Hey yo, bro,
hey, man.
If your woman and you the husband and babe man come through like that, yo, what you saying or what you doing?
I'm like, listen, man. Now you out of order.
See? He said, I'm the head nigga in charge, nigga.
You're about to be the dead nigga in charge.
You're funny.
To do was to go get him because she's questioning why people in your trailer have the truth.
That's a good one because what I said to him was, who do we need to talk to? This young lady can't be up in here like that. And that's when he became the head nigga in charge. And then I said, who are you the head nigga in charge of? We have Danny Glover on this set. We have a legend and an icon. Are you the head nigga in charge of him? Are you the head nigga in charge of Kimberly Elise? Are you the head nigga in charge of Gabrielle Union? Are you the head nigga in charge of JB Smooth? Who are you the head nigga in charge of?
Right.
So he tried to laugh it and joke it. I said, I don't play that way, brother.
Right.
I said, the food is bad. Like, what we doing here? The food was slop. So when they say they didn't have any food, the food we had, nobody ever ate that food because it was just like you can feed them anything. Now, here's where it gets even better. Remember how Taraji said the trailers were infested?
Yes.
Our trailers blew up.
Blew up.
They blew up. Now, whenever this airs, I'm gonna post the trailers blowing up so that people can see.
Right.
But they blew up. And if any of us were in those trailers, we would have been gone.
Right.
The trailers blew up. Now, when I was smelling the gas, we went to the brothers that was hooking up the trailers and we said, hey, we smell gas. They said, Mo, we let him know, talking about the head nigga in charge, we let him know. He just said, okay, and walked away. I said, he what? He just said, okay, and walked away. The trailers blew up. Did Will Packer reach out to anybody? I can't say he didn't reach out to me and say, hey, is everything okay? Did you lose anything is everything good? The only thing they wanted to know from me was, where was Aunt May's wigs?
Huh?
What?
Where are those wigs? Nobody asked, not the studio, not Will Packer, not nobody.
Wow.
Said, are you good? Did you lose anything?
Right.
I said, the wigs blew up in the explosion.
Right.
So to understand what we have to deal with, and to understand most people are too afraid to say it out loud.
Crazy.
That we are being mistreated. This is not right.
Right.
So if that means y'all won't want to play with me, I don't want to play with you either. Let's be clear. I don't want to play with somebody that don't care if I've blown up. What if we were in those trailers?
Right.
Yo,
That's nuts, bro.
hold on. I don't know who William Packer is. You know who he is?
I think he's like an executive producer.
But is he black?
Yeah, I think he's black.
And not trying to say it like that for our people, yo, but like
People
she
be
said,
acting like, bro, like, they be so wrapped up in something else. Like, they be so wrapped up in something else, and if somebody came to you and be like, listen, bro, I'm smelling gas.
Right.
He got like 103 other things on his mind.
right.
So, all right, you smell gas. All right, 30 minutes later, he start tending to those 103 other things, and he forgot about the trailer smelling like gas.
Right.
But you can't. That's when you know what I'm saying? You hire somebody, or like, cause you can't handle that load by yourself. Not to say he didn't have anybody, but bro, if that wasn't important to you, I feel sorry for you, bro. It's the well-being of these people.
Yeah, but it sounded like how Monique was explaining it, bro. The whole situation just was terrible. And not trying to say it like that for our people, but like how she said, if it was a
It
white,
was real passive and absent-minded, bro.
yeah,
That
if it was a
wasn't
white
good.
producer,
If it was a white producer, it might have got handled better. As sad as that is.
yeah, and she was just
As
being
sad
real.
as that is. You know what I'm saying?
What do y'all say to my family? What do you say? So, with Precious, I owed no one anything.
Right.
With Almost Christmas, I owed you nothing. However, I did it because we had a relationship with a brother named David Tauber.
Right.
And we didn't want to send him through no drama, no nothing, so we went along with it. Other than that, Shannon Sharp, there is no one that can say, that will sit in my face or my husband's face and say, we had a bad experience with you.
I read that you said this is a chapter of forgiveness. That's your thing, a chapter of forgiveness.
I didn't say that. That's what the guy at Hollywood Reporter said. Okay, don't put words in
That
my
ain't
mouth.
you.
That's not what I said. That's what his ass said.
Okay, what did you say?
Okay? That's what he said. Listen,
What would it take, Mo? Mo, what would it take for Monique to forgive Oprah and Tyler Perry?
be accountable. Be accountable. And for
You
Tyler
want
Perry,
Tyler Perry to say what he said on that tape. You want him to say that publicly.
and he cost my family millions.
Yeah, let me
And
get
you want
So
to be
when you-
compensated.
Yes, I want to be very
that
clear
bad.
about that.
See, that's tough right
If
there.
someone cost you millions, do you want that back?
What,
Listen,
bro?
bro.
Talk to me.
This is where it gets dicey for me at.
What?
If that man
Uh-huh.
goes on air and publicly apologize, I feel like that should be it. Let's start new from here.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? She wants money for something. She said they cost you millions. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
They cost you millions. But he doesn't contractually owe her that money.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? You just want him to cut a check just off some pure humility type of situation. He's not going to do that.
Yeah.
Now, I might throw a few bones your way,
Right.
and you can get your money by working,
Right.
but just off of pure humility, and you want a check?
Or he come up with a
That's like a dude, you know what I'm saying? He cost you money by doing something, saying something about you, right? All right, so boom. Years go by. He say she was hard to work with. Now, you know, she explained that stuff just now on the 2 different movies or whatever. All right, he cost you money, right? Now he was like, all right, yo, you right. What I did was wrong. You feel what I'm saying? Let's build a new relationship from here.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you expect him to pay you or give you any type of money? All right, yeah, I might have cost you millions, but I'm going to help you make that back by working.
Yeah.
She just wants some money without working.
She probably mad at the money that
Look,
man
bro, that
cost
money
her,
is
bro.
gone, bro. We had a situation going on. We both had a situation that involves both of us. It is what it is. I said I'm sorry. Now I'm gonna throw a few bones your way. You feel what I'm saying?
Come up with a movie skit that just can pay her all in one.
Yeah, come up with a movie.
She
that-
paid how much? How much? Cause
Practically, she got paid 50 bands.
no, I'm talking about Tyler Perry. Taraji P said the most money that she was ever paid was by Tyler Perry.
Right.
It was like what? Correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. But 3.5 million.
Okay.
You feel me? I feel like he just need to do something like that with her. Him and Monique can
Yeah,
create
you'll
something
get that money
beautiful.
by working, but for that man just to cut you a check just because you felt like you was dead wrong.
Tyler
no,
Perry.
that's not
The
gonna
check gonna
happen.
say Tyler Perry Studios.
Yeah. Write you a check on there. It's gonna say it's not happening. Now take that to the bank.
Stupid.
Now take that to the bank.
Absolutely.
So I'm no different than you.
Right.
Especially when I've done nothing wrong.
Right.
Especially when you've admitted that you've lied.
Okay.
Especially when you've admitted that you started a rumor. Yes, you need to compensate me and my family.
For Oprah.
For Oprah Winfrey, you owe me an apology. See, Shannon, Oprah and I had a private conversation about our mothers. This is the part people don't know.
Right.
Right.
I shared with that woman what me and my mother were going through. Now, my mother's no longer here, right?
Right.
And I shared with Oprah Winfrey what we were going through and how I felt. And I was, you trying to balance it out because it's your mother.
It's still
And
your
I
mom.
shared that with you. And I shared with her my family and what the dynamic was. And you don't tell me you're going to have my goddamn parents. I was getting ready to say, goddamn, baby, it was right there. But you don't tell me you're going to have my mother and my father on your show. And you think that that's just okay? And the way you try to apologize in front of a group of women, if you think I've done anything wrong,
No.
you're going to stop that.
Right.
I am very proud of what you've accomplished in your life. We respect everybody,
Right.
but we over-respect no one. And Oprah Winfrey walks
big.
around like, I can't be checked. I
No,
won't admit to that I'm wrong.
I'm a firm believer, Mo. No one is beyond reproach.
No one at all. So when you keep saying, what is it? I'm going to keep answering you the same exact way.
Right.
So if you talk to your camera, I'm going to talk to my camera and see how they split the screen. And we're going to invite them at the same time. You talk to them first.
Tyler, Oprah, I would greatly appreciate it if you two guys would come on Club Shay Shay. We sit down, we have a
Hold on,
conversation.
yo.
This is not an interview. This is not.
Ain't this like the second or third time he invited
Yeah,
him
it's like the third time you did that for Monique.
Yo,
Yo,
she put him in a box, yo.
Yeah, she put him in a box.
Hard hitting. I want you to tell your truth, Miss Oprah. Tyler, tell your truth, and we can get to the bottom of this because, hey, we got an icon here sitting on this couch, and she's hurting.
Oprah and Tyler, I want to say I appreciate my brother Shannon Shaw for saying what he just said, and I want to clear something up. I'm not hurt personally. I'm hurt for our community. I'm hurt that y'all would allow yourselves to sit in something that you know that you've done wrong and not say anything. That helps us not. So Brother Shay Shay have said, y'all come on the sofa. Oprah, this liquor is good. Okay, and I understand you like cranberry and vodka. Okay, Roosevelt Cartwright told me you drink that you like. And you know, he told me some other things with the drink that you like. Come on, Uncle Shay Shay. Let's have a conversation. Well, you took yours all the way down, and I cannot. Okay, I cannot do that.
You already did a good. You did a good
Thank
job.
you, sugar.
Appreciate
Now,
that.
when we get ready to wrap up, I'm gonna give you an exclusive on something that don't nobody know.
Ooh.
Okay, don't nobody know this, and it's gonna be something.
It's gonna be something.
It's gonna be something.
I want to get look. I know it's traumatic, and if you don't want to have to relive it, you don't have to. What you went through with your brother.
Yes.
When you going through that, how is that impacting you during that time? Because I think you're 7 to 13.
You better do your damn homework, Shannon Shaw.
And the impact that it's had on you and your relationship with men.
Oh, he trying to hit home.
Shannon trying to be a journalist.
No.
Shannon, I throw this look at you. God damn it, you see he trying to come up, Bubba, well, just get off my brother. What impact? Wow. Remember when you said, and I don't know if you said this, so I don't want to quote it because I could be wrong.
Okay.
But someone said Shannon Sharp don't mess with black women. And
Before you go any further, can I say this?
please.
My grandmother told me something when I was a little boy. She said, boy, never chase a lie.
Come on, baby. Come on. Come on.
Why?
And you never said that, right?
I've never said
Okay, so that's why I said,
I got black kids.
that's what I said. I said, that baby's black.
Yes.
They not confusing.
Yes.
We ain't trying to see if she Latin or Dominican. They black. They mama got black. Everybody that Shannon messed with was black,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Black. Okay? So there's this thing with us that you can't tell us nothing. And oftentimes when a black woman's been traumatized, she's guarded. Now you take a black woman that's been traumatized and now she got a little bit of money. And you take black men, some of them, that is impressed with the money. So I can say to you what I want to. Not being totally disrespectful, but you know who's running this.
Yeah.
You know how we do this. I've always had an aggressive personality.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
I have always jumped.
Most Baltimore women.
Yeah, my mother.
I think Baltimore and New York is like.
The women in there, they got really.
I ain't gonna lie though. I
really
think
aggressive
well,
personalities, bro.
I don't know, bro. Just because we don't live there or we don't really been up there too much. How would you scale it, Baltimore women, New York? Would I be saying?
They top 3.
No, I'm
most
just talking about
disrespectful women in the U.S.
what I be saying though. New York women be going hard, yo.
Yeah, they go out like they're a dude or something.
Yeah.
Punch them in their mouth. No, I'm just joking. Yeah.
With, if I think you trying to violate. So to say what did that do to me, it made me like this. And it made me say, I'll get you before you can get me. Because I know what it's like to not be in control of what you're taking from me.
Right.
I know what it's like to be in a position where there's nothing I can do, right? So when it came to men, baby, listen, I had my share, okay? I'm not saying I was no whore, but I was close. Hey, come on now, Shannon, get back to me. Now get back to me and call me later. Call me later, Shannon. Call me later, baby. Come on.
Lord have mercy,
Because you a football player with a lot of money. When you go into a city and you was in your prime, you had your pick. It's no different for a woman.
Huh?
When I went into a city, everybody wanted to be Professor Ogilvy.
Hey.
Hey, and I would pick them. Okay, you look like you could be.
But see here,
I sell products on Amazon, but I don't sell physical products
yeah.
on Amazon.
Everybody
the
wanna
thing
be
now,
Professor
all of a
Ogle,
sudden, you being this fat black woman, it ain't a problem. You gotta remember, I remember you said it was
Well,
a
let me say
stigma at
this.
first.
It wasn't never a problem with me being a fat black woman, because real black men, they like them in all shapes and sizes, all complexions. It is these new Negroes that get into, she gotta be this way, she gotta be that way. But real black men, if you can bake a pound cake naked, what y'all talking about? What you talking about? But what it did though was, and this is why I feel the way I feel about my husband.
Okay.
I remember him saying to me one night, because when we first got together, I was a handful, Shannon. And that's when I was really sick in the way that I thought.
Right.
And he said, check this out. You've used your brother molesting you as a crutch for your bad behavior. He said, and I won't allow that. He said, when you was a little girl, there was nothing you can do about it. But now as a grown woman, every choice and decision you make, it is yours. Right. And I will not allow you to keep on saying, because of my brother. Because at what point do you take accountability for you? Baby, that grew me up, and that grew my ass up that night so fast, because I wanted to hear what my psychiatrist was saying to me. I understand. My husband was like, check this out. Check this out. You are in control of you.
Right.
Every choice and decision you make, every one you lay down with, that was your choice. You've never come back to me and said you were raped. As a grown woman, you've never said that. So stop holding on to that crutch. Stop holding on to that victim. Because this happened to me. I'm mad for days, and I come up out of that. And when I went to the psychiatrist, right? Everything my husband said to me, the psychiatrist said to me. But he said, I needed you to go to somebody that had no dog in the fight, because I didn't want you to think I was judging you.
Right.
I didn't want you to think that because I know the history, I'm pointing my finger. So when I would go to that psychiatrist, Dr. Cassandra Wanzo, she's incredible. Y'all want to know about red bottom shoes? Let me tell you somebody that's going to get your mind right. Dr. Cassandra Wanzo, this woman was incredible. But every time I would go to session, everything she said, my husband had already told me. So me and men, I had to come to grips with that. I had to come to grips with being an insecure fat girl. And I had to come to grips with my sister telling me, ain't no man gonna ever really want you because you're fat. I had to come to grips with my father was like, listen, I'm here, but I'm really not. I had to come to grips with those things. So my way of coming to grips with those things was, now I'm a boss. I'm independent and I'm empowered. Don't you know I run this? See, I too went to the Oprah Winfrey University of Empowerment. And you don't need a man to make it.
Right.
I signed up.
Right.
And I was at the top of the class till I realized I was going to bed empty. I was going to bed with nothing but stuff. I did not want to be the poor little rich girl who have everything but nothing at all. Don't that sound familiar? I did not want to be that, Shannon. So even for the men that I was with, right?
You weren't with them.
I wasn't?
No.
Okay, talk to me, Shannon. Let that liquor use you.
That was
I wasn't with them.
That was just a body for the lonely.
Liquor makes shit sound good, won't it?
My man, shut up. Oh,
Like,
like,
you wasn't with them.
Liquor will make you not sound like a whore. It was just a body for the lonely. Let me tell you what my husband told me, right? Because I was in tears. I'm like, I was a whore. I was crying. Because when you come to grips with it, when you realize when you realize what you've done, and you got to come to grips with it, and now I'm sitting in front of the greatest person I've ever met, and I gotta say, I have been with this many. And my husband looked at me and said, Mama, you ain't no whore. You just have friendly pussy. Didn't he make it right? That's all I had was friendly pussy. So for you whores out there,
That ain't what it is.
friendly pussy.
Right.
That's what he told me, Shannon. He made it right.
So did you ever have a good relationship with your father?
Yes. When I was a little girl.
Little.
When I was a little girl, my father could do no wrong. When I was a little girl, baby, my father would put me in that car and he would go to the cut rate store and he'd get his liquor and he'd go over Mr. Johnny house. Now, I'm a little girl, right? He'd go over Mr. Johnny house and him and Mr. Johnny go in the back and I could smell the reefer, but I didn't know it was reefer,
Lord,
right?
have
And they
mercy.
smoke and they had their little drink, they come back out.
That could be Mr. Johnny live next door to Grandma Nana.
No, it's not, yo.
Mr. Johnny smoke a lot of weed, bro. I done smoked weed with Mr. Johnny, bro. That's Mr. Johnny. I'm telling you,
All right,
yo.
that first another story. Shut up.
All right. That's Mr. Johnny. Come on now. This was back in Baltimore, yo.
Bro, you know how many Mr. Johnnies
It
it
ain't
is?
that many Mr. Johnnies in the city, yo.
up.
That's the Mr. Johnny. That's how
I
Mr.
was
Johnny.
attached to him. Me and my father started having a problem when what he was saying to me wasn't making sense.
What did he say?
And now I'm about 13.
Okay.
He was a bullshitter,
Right.
but he was a good sounding bullshitter.
Right.
Like, and so as a kid, you'd be like, my father know everything. But once I started growing up and I started seeing the treatment that he gave my mother, never physically abusive, but mentally, they abused one another. I won't just put it on, but once I started questioning him on just some of his decisions and choices, I became the bad person. And I went to my grandmother one time, Mimi.
Yeah.
I talk about her
You
in
have
the
a very
Netflix
close
special.
relationship with your grandma.
Right.
As did I.
And my father, this was one incident that sent me to my grandmother, bent over crying. I was trying to get a Ford Festiva, right? It was 4 gears.
Right.
Okay. It was about $2, but I didn't have the $2.
Right.
And I needed a cosigner. Right?
Yeah.
So I asked my father, please co-sign for me to get this Ford Festiva. And I'm going to quote him. He said, Nikki, you won't fuck up my credit.
Oh, Lord.
And I'm like, well, what have I ever done to make you think I would fuck up your credit? I pay my rent on time. I'm responsible. I go to work. No. The next week, not only did he co-sign for my sister, he just signed for my sister. Wow. Like he put the car in his name, right? I go to my grandmother and I'm like, Mimi, why would he do that? Like, she said, Nikki, every parent knows their weakest link. And every parent knows the one that's going to be okay. She said, you're going to be okay. At that point, I wiped my tears. And I'm glad he didn't co-sign. I'm glad I had to bust my ass to get it. I'm glad I had to figure it out. I'm glad he didn't just come and rescue it. I had to figure it out. So that's why right now when I sit here and you go through a decade of being blackballed or whatever, you're difficult and all that, it allowed me to keep standing. It allowed me not to go sit on a couch with Oprah Winfrey and say, I'm sorry for nothing I've ever done to you.
Right.
That's what those lessons taught me. Stand in it and stand strong, unapologetically.
You speak a lot during this interview. You spoke a lot about curses and the trauma. How do we break that generational trauma, that curse that is in our community?
What we've said from the beginning, and that's truth.
Right.
It's just the truth. We get so comfortable based off of lies that the lies become the truth. I think if we just started dealing with the truth,
Address it.
Even when it doesn't put you in a good light, it eventually does put you in a good light because then people start talking about your honor and your character and your integrity. If I've wronged you, please tell me.
Right.
Please tell me and then show me where I've wronged you. If you can say, Monique, this is what you did right here, then I owe you an apology.
Right.
But if our community dealt in truth, how much further would we be? That's it. That's how I think we make it better.
Right.
We deal in the absolute truth.
But sometimes, it's kind of like when I tell people, I was explaining to someone, I said, just imagine you went to the doctor and Lord forbid this happened. You have cancer, but we're not going to treat it. It's going to go away. No doctor would tell you that. You have something going on, we're not going to talk about it. It'll just go away.
Right.
That's what they bank on. That's what they bank on. And too many of our black women have gone to their graves. They've left here in despair. They've left here broken-hearted, broke down, and we got a chance to see it in live and in person with our beautiful sister Taraji Henson.
Right. What gave you the courage? Your Netflix. They offered you one thing, you found out they had gave someone 10 times. 20 times
Come
that.
on, 26.
26 times that. And you're like, no. I'm not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're going to do fair. That's what we do.
Yes.
I mean, you speak about diversity and you talk about doing the right thing. Okay, this is an opportunity for you to put that, instead of being lip service, okay, put pen to paper, let's make it right.
I didn't know any other way. I didn't know any other way. See, when I heard Wanda Sykes say, I support you, I just went somewhere else. I don't know how to do that,
Right.
especially when it's wrong. If we keep just going somewhere else, we'll keep getting mistreated.
Right.
But when you hear Amy Schumer, and this was not something I found out, they publicly said it. It was pride.
Right.
We paid Amy Schumer $11 million. She came back and said, I'm not a legend or icon, but I should get at least $2 more million, and they gave her $13 million. Well, when Netflix says to me, you are a legend, you are an icon, when Robbie Pearl says that, well, why is my legend and icon different?
Right.
Than these people, legend and icon. Right. That's all. And when I say we were able to come to the table and we were able to make it make sense, and we were able to do the special, and we appreciated them saying, listen, how can we work this out? Now, you know what happens with that?
What happened?
People were having call-ins when I said, this is not right. I was donkey of the day. Remember that? Mm-hmm. I was donkey of the day. The breakfast nubs called me the donkey of the day. That's what they said.
Yo, that's crazy.
And they had a whole call-in about how I was donkey of the day. But you didn't do the same thing when you found out we settled. Now all of a sudden, don't nobody know what a settlement is. I mean, well, we don't even really, it was really, really quick. We just want to throw it away. So with that Netflix special, it was just like, no, guys, I gotta stand up. Because if not, that little girl coming behind me for real,
Right.
that has that resume, I want to let her know you can fight, baby.
Right.
You just don't have to say okay. You can stand.
Would you be willing to do another Netflix special?
Yeah, I had a great time.
Oh, so they did wind up.
Yeah, they wound up letting her do it. Yeah, she got it.
Did she get paid the same amount?
She had to, because she wasn't going to do it unless they paid her the same amount.
I had a great time. I had a great time. Now, for me, specials are specials.
Right.
It's something special.
Right.
So, we'll see.
Right. I wanted to ask people that I hear our community call, the community call me aunt.
Yes.
And they call you auntie.
Yes.
Do you wear that with a badge of courage like I do?
I wear it. That was such an honor. For you babies to put auntie on my name, do y'all know how that made me feel? And I'm not the auntie that's going to tell you the shit that you want to hear. I'm the auntie that's going to tell you what you need to hear. So for the things that I have said about our community and our babies and our sisters, I cannot back down, because y'all gave me the title. I didn't ask for it. But when they gave it to me, Shannon, that was the universe saying, you now sit in that seat.
Yep.
You are now responsible.
Yes.
That's why I must speak out, and I must speak loudly, and I must say it to the top of my lungs, because God damn if Fannie Lou Hamer didn't do it for me.
Right.
God damn if Eartha Kitt didn't do it for me. God damn if Moms Mabel didn't do it for me. The ones that came before us, and there's a woman still alive named Sylvia Tremore Morrison. That woman got paid in a Coca-Cola. That woman got paid in a Coca-Cola at her next gig and $5. She was the first black woman to write for Saturday Night Live, but they have her listed as a production assistant. And she's still alive. That's why I speak the way I speak, because I will not let them wash her out of history as if she never existed.
Wow. Dating. What advice? If somebody, if a group of women were in here and it's like, come on. They talk to us. How this dating thing? Because it's Mo is different now than when you and I.
It's different, baby. I'm grateful I'm not 56 and trying.
Lord have mercy.
Are you trying to say? What you trying to say? Mo?
I'm looking right at you.
I know
I'm
you looking
grateful.
at me.
You better take your old ass and get somebody to love you.
Damn, Mo.
Something just wasn't right.
I wasn't 22. I was 8 years old. People.
Now I'm looking right at y'all. Let me tell you. That was such an honor for you. Didn't ask for it. Live named Sylvia Tremore Morrison. Live named Sylvia Tremore Morrison.
Mo is different now than when you and I.
It's different, baby. I'm grateful I'm not 56 and trying.
What you trying to say? What you trying to say?
I'm looking right at you.
I know
I'm
you looking at me.
I ain't backing down. You better take your old ass and get somebody to love you. Damn. Now I'm looking right at y'all. Let me tell y'all what Shannon needs.
Let me live my
Let me tell you what my baby needs. He need him an old fat gal who can bake good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at the nighttime, okay, and gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon needs. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl.
I do.
This is your auntie talking to you. Take your old ass and get you an old bitch out there. You trying to hang out with these young bitches and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it. When they want you to go for the 4th round, you looking at her like, bitch, listen, you want some money to go to Starbucks?
Yeah.
Because I can't go no further. But if you get your older girl, when you get to that 4th round, she's going to say, hold on. Let me go get you some eggs and cheese and some toast with apple butter, because that's going to get your energy back up. I'm talking right to you.
That sound
I was going to be scared. Yes, I'm talking. And I know an old gal, she'd be good to you. Her name is Elladora. Now, when you know somebody named
Elladora.
Elladora, she
Yeah.
old school. Now, Miss Elladora told me to tell you. She said, I think he like red velvet.
Oh, I do.
I say, Miss Elladora, if he do like that, she said, you let him know I got something for him.
Yeah, I
And
like
she
red
don't
velvet.
have no teeth. Come on, pick your glass up and clack, clack. Come on now. These young gals will bite you. Okay?
Yeah. Okay, guess I gotta come on home.
Come on home, Shannon. And y'all stop putting lies out about my brother, because I was in my feelings when y'all said he didn't date black women. Y'all stop that shit. You stop it. Now, he might throw a white one in there every now and again. And it's okay. It's okay. Because sometimes, we ain't into everything.
Yeah.
We don't do everything. So sometimes Uncle Shay Shay need a spice of life.
Yeah, see, there you go.
He need to go cross the street, but he always gonna come back. That's all we said to you, Oprah and Tyler. Come on home. Come on home. Come on home. Come on home.
Sierra says a lot of women talk about Sierra's prayer, but when a God sends a good man, they don't want them. Is that true?
I cannot speak for them. I can only speak for me. Because when the universe sent mine to me, baby.
You was ready. You was ready.
When he sent that man to me, even this morning, I thank the universe for that man right there. Before I came on air with you, I was talking to him.
I know.
He said, Mama, you heard me talking.
I did.
I said, hey, Daddy.
Yeah.
I did. Because we've not been trained. We've not been conditioned to understand you. We've been trained to fight against you.
Right.
We've been trained to go against you. We've watched our mamas, our grandmamas, our aunties speak ill of a black man. So now when a black man comes and he good, you waiting for the bad because grandmama told you black men wasn't shit. Mama told you black men wasn't shit. Your auntie said black men ain't shit. So all you have in your mind is black men ain't shit. And so when you get that beautiful black man, he's now got to say to you, erase everything they taught you.
Right.
Because I'm here.
Or then you treat him like that, and then he goes, and then you talk about.
Now you're mad because he didn't want you the white girl, Shannon. Now y'all start treating Shannon good, okay? Start treating them good. Now, Shannon, I got to catch my plane.
Okay, this is the last one.
Unless you want to send me back on your jet.
I wish I had one, Mo. I wish I had one. But I'm going to get you out here on this
See
one.
what y'all did? Y'all
You heard what Shaq said. Shaq
What'd he
said,
say?
they asked Shaq, should a man open up to a woman? Shaq said no. He says, because if you do, they're going to use it against you. He said, because if I'm crying about something, they're going to say the first time they get mad, they're going to say, see, you crying because your daddy said what he said.
How do you take advice from a man who has no woman? And I love Shaq. But how do you take advice from my brother that has no one?
Okay.
If you have that
He talking
person
about a
in
wife,
your life,
not a girlfriend.
and you say, listen, I'm dealing, I'm going through. Who else do you talk to at nighttime in your pillow talk? Who else do you share your life with? Who are you sharing with your life with, Shaq? Do you tell another man about your situation? And does he make you feel better? Like, who do you share your life with? So I don't agree with that at all. And I love my brother, but I don't agree with that. I think that makes division. Because if I got to call my girl and I talk to my husband,
Right.
when I heard Oprah say, and these are her words, not mine, she said, when I be stressed out and I be going through it after the show, I will come home and Gail could calm me down and put me to sleep. What you say?
What's that?
Okay, then you said it. I'm a sip.
Nope. Oh, I'm going to get Oprah on here. I'm going to get Oprah on the show.
But those are her words. So I believe that partnership is partnership all the way around. When I leave this earth, there is nothing my husband will not know about me, and the other way around.
Did you know after your first two marriages, you going to get married again?
Yes. Because my first two marriages were just marriages of My first marriage was you just couldn't have the milk without buying the cow.
Right.
That was the first marriage.
Right.
And we were boxers.
Okay.
And we were Friday night fights. Okay. Okay. We were it wasn't domestic violence. We was Friday night fights.
Right.
Okay. I took an L sometime, but sometime I didn't.
Right.
Okay. Okay. The second one was I couldn't afford to pay my rent.
Right.
And I didn't want to have a boyfriend.
Right.
So that's why I say this is the first time I've really been married.
Right. Tell me the story that you wanted to share that nobody else knows that you was going to share with us.
Y'all ready for this?
I'm ready for it.
I want you to move in. That man that was sitting right here on this couch, his name is Cat Williams.
Yes.
Cat Williams and I have a relationship. We're fraternal twins. That's all.
That's it.
That's it. That is my twin, my spiritual, fraternal, non-biological brother. We are twins, baby. Yes, we are. That was it, and that was all.
Thank you.
Don't nobody know that but you. Cat Williams don't even know the shit.
Yeah.
That's what makes it so beautiful. So, Cat,
I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna call him and say, "Hey, I met your sister for the very first
I
time."
need you to tell him.
Monique, do you want to promote anything?
You got anything you want to promote?
Okay.
Here's what I'll say. Just keep watching. Just keep watching. I'm promoting life. Just keep watching. And I love y'all for real, my babies.
Thank you for watching, Monique, ladies and gentlemen. Mo, thank you so much. I really appreciate you.
All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle, baby.
Monique Moogie.
Yeah, man.
What you think, family? What you think?
I think it was a wonderful, marvelous interview. You know, she spoke her piece and
She got it off, bro.
She got it off, bro.
So overall, though, this was A1. This was inspirational, though. Definitely for black females, bro.
Yeah, better believe
She
it.
hit home for black females.
She did, you know what I'm saying? And she still got a strong personality. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
right.
Like you say them Baltimore females, yo. My mother got a strong personality.
Yeah, she
right.
had that ever since the jump, too.
Crazy.
I used to be scared of your mother, my boy. But look, bro, Monique, y'all, like I just told Mookie, man, I feel like she was very inspirational in this video. And you could take a lot from this video. Even black women nowadays, even the older actors,
Yeah.
or anything dealing with business, bro, you can take
That's
a lot.
one thing about this era. There's no secrets.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? See, back in the day, you could keep secrets.
Right.
But with the internet brought a lot of freedom.
Nah,
You
facts.
feel what I'm saying? It opened up a lot of doors and it brought a lot of freedom. Now there's no secrets.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Everything, this information is so accessible. It's so easy to get to. You feel what I'm saying? You really can't hide no more. You feel in some incidents you can hide, but in a lot of incidents you can't hide.
God. Yeah, no, that's a fact. Yeah, man. Club Shay Shay, bro. We waiting for that real popular interview. Waiting for Tyler Perry or Oprah now. You feel me? David Chappelle, man.
Yeah, Dave Chappelle gonna be a good
Yeah, y'all love these interviews, bro. We gonna keep them going no matter what.
Right.
We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. I'm Nick
one.
DUNSON,
And I'm you down.
and we out, baby. One.